Howdy folks, and welcome back to this reaction to Westworld Season 3, Episode 2. Hope you guys are doing alright. We're doing okay here. Everything's good for you guys. Season 3, Episode 2, I'm excited. Episode 1 was pretty cool. Got introduced to a new character. Got introduced to a couple of new characters. Still don't know for sure who is inside the hosts other than Dolores and Bernard, I think. Are the only ones who know who is in Charlotte, who is in the new host that was created to represent the security guy. My theories, I might have stated these last video. If not, let me state them now. I think that, and this is a little cheaty because this is based on trailers that showed Dolores and Charlotte kind of cuddling in bed, spooning as it were. I think Teddy is in Charlotte, which is probably kind of a weird experience, but I mean, I guess for the hosts, it doesn't really matter because I mean, obviously they were given gender identities to play their roles. Going to be interesting if that's the case. And then I think the new security guy, my guess would be she did take Daddy, or her father, the original father's brain ball, and that's who's in that one is my guess. So that accounts for 3 of the balls. Bernard, Teddy, and Daddy. The other 2, no clue. I'm excited to find out, though, so here we go. How's your Sunday night going? It's going well. You're probably watching this on Monday anyway, or later. Are they just basically showing the same scene they showed at the end? To start it out? Oh, previously on. Okay. And why does Bernard want to go back to Westworld? Is it to find Maeve, or is it for some other reason? We know Maeve's still there, as we can see. Not Westworld, but she's there on the island. Wait a minute. He's not awake. If he thinks that's going to kill her. Uh-oh. Her power over the others is not there. I like her use of the pill. It works instantly. Just shove it in the guy's eye. Oh boy. She wants, I think she's doing this because she wants to get back into the facility to figure out what's going on. Why she can't use her powers anymore. I wonder if we're going to see those texts again. What are you trying to find, Bernard? She gonna lobotomize herself? What is she doing? Why is she doing this? Weird.
Stop! Just put your guns down.
Oh, he survived!
The technician must have left her in care. Just happy they missed my heart.
Cunning of you to make it so compact a target. How can you still work?
Okay, so he wasn't after Maeve. He is definitely after something. Technology, identity, talk to Ford again. He's after something. Oh, notes. The blood stain from when he killed her. Oh, there he is. Is he a host? Saw an article. The actor didn't even know if he was a host because nobody would tell him. Did he actually kill himself? They wouldn't have brought the actor in just to be a dead body.
Why did you shoot yourself?
For confirmation, he definitely was a host. Is a host. He did come back for Maeve.
You came back from Maeve. I didn't know where else to go.
I figured it was the bullet. He was coughing up the whole time. Now, is he still recognized and authorized to be security? Or do they think he's dead or AWOL or something? In other words, will the other security people think that he's human?
Where's QA?
Why would she?
Yeah, is he questioning her? Is he not intending to do what he said?
I'm sorry. I just want to.
Wait a minute.
You changed.
Is he really dead? Is he a host?
Made me.
Come on now. Something's up here. He doesn't love Maeve. Something's going on. It's a script. It's a script. She's figured it out.
Of your reality.
Yeah, they were using him to question her.
Leave just like
Wow, how is her body there? Is that the original? Is that the one that has the superpowers?
We have a problem.
Or is it just a body with a missing brain? Yeah, missing brain. They took the brain out. This is fake too? They really brought her somewhere completely fake to try to question her. Oh, wow. She's not even in her body. Her little brain ball is connected to some sort of computer or some sort of simulation system somewhere.
Looking forward to retirement.
Retirement for him, of course, is a bullet through the bomb in his head.
that doesn't exist.
Who did plan it? That's a good question. Who created and reprogrammed it? Well, I don't know if they created a host for him, but they created a host mind for Sizemore.
Please try and be discreet. You're gonna get us both killed.
Who is trying to do this? They really programmed to be completely obsessed with her. Funny. That's awesome. And there goes the simulation. It can't handle that much activity. Especially unscripted activity.
Time to pull back the curtain.
Yeah. Who is this? Wait a minute. That interface looks just like
Honestly, I don't know who
the big brain interface.
And there I am.
Yeah. There she is. It's the company that has the big brain.
I reckon it's time to get me
The
out.
one Dolores has been trying to crack into.
How are we gonna manage that?
She's going to reprogram one of these bots to do it. He's about to go bye-bye. As soon as it takes her.
Take you with me.
And she go bye-bye. They're about to stop it. What happened to the ball? What did she do with the... What's her plan? Maeve, what's your plan? Your brain is on the ground now.
Yourself a new core directive. To protect Bernard Lowe at all costs. Wanted my help, you could have just asked for it.
At least he left him awake, so he knew what just happened to him. That's funny. Funny and sad at the same time, of course. Ah, kind of a painting of that thing. So yeah, she's definitely in whatever company uses or controls that thing that Dolores is after. Now, is she in a host body now? Or is she still in a simulation, still in a VR world?
I want you to track her down and kill her.
Oh boy.
I don't care who wins your little squabble.
Yeah, I love that Maeve just doesn't give a crap. It's like, I don't care. I just wanted my daughter and freedom, but I don't really care.
Rewrote your story.
Somebody like Maeve, she must hate that. Ugh. To be awake and to know that somebody has that kind of control over her. That they can just freeze her motor functions without saying anything, but like something mechanical inside her body. Ugh. You must hate that, looking for a final scene. Doesn't look like there is one. That looks like a preview for next episode. Just a quick check to make sure that it is a preview. Yeah, it's a preview. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Leave on this scene right here. I love this. Oh no. Let's get the final scene with Maeve here. Poor Maeve. Look at her. She must be fuming inside. Oh my god. Okay. So, Maeve, there is no other park. A lot of people were commenting around the internet and around YouTube and some on my video about how there were several other parks. This must be one of those other parks. But we find out from when Bernard goes back that none of the parks are operational right now. That some of the techs are still there, but they're basically waiting. They're being paid, but they're waiting until they either get laid off or find another job. But the whole island is pretty much offline, with no real plan of what to do with it. They're just kind of, doing their job, just kind of patching things up and stuff like that. So she was in a virtual world created by, I don't even know how to, there was a name given for the big bot, the big ball brain that Dolores looked at, that is the one that everybody uses to make all the decisions and financial moves in the world and stuff. But whoever, this guy is one of the builders of it, and he had a simulation in place where he had her because he thought that she was the threat, that she was the thing that was causing his system to misbehave or whatever it's doing. But it turns out it is Dolores, which we could kind of guess because Dolores had her eyes on it, was trying to do things with it. So I imagine she had been able to interface with it at some point because of her connection to her new boyfriend, I guess. I don't know. I guess we'll find out more next episode. But yeah, he's basically recruited her to stop Dolores. But Maeve, like she's pointed out many times in this episode, nobody seems to understand who she is or what she wants. She seems to just literally just want to be left alone. She wants freedom. She wants to be left alone, and she wants to be with her daughter. And she was literally willing to jump into the AI heaven and live a virtual life with her daughter. She was fine with that idea. But that was ripped out from underneath her too, so she couldn't do that. Wow, so that the war world that they were calling it, that was pretty short lived. And then what do we got here for my notes? We got most of my stuff's about Maeve, but Stubbs being confirmed that he is a host, and that his prime directive was to protect the hosts, and more importantly, I think his prime directive was to, as he indicated, Ford gave him a prime directive to actually protect the hosts and to essentially allow them to escape, I guess, and that he had done that, and they'd all gotten away, and Bernard was away, and Dolores was away, and I don't know what he knows about Maeve. I think he thought Maeve might have still been there. In fact, he went there to find the body, thinking that she would be down there. But he thought his job was done, so he went to do his final directive, which was basically to end his life by shooting the explosives in his head, and he completely missed. Which is kind of funny and sad at the same time. But now Bernard is reprogrammed. I love that line at the end, and Bernard even got a kind of a smile out of it because he's reprogrammed Stubbs' final, primary directive to protect Bernard at all costs. And Stubbs, of course, being one of the awake hosts, always having been one of the awake hosts, apparently, is quite well aware that his prime directive, his prime code has been changed. And he's like, yeah, okay, you could have just asked. I love that. So there was absolutely no Dolores in this episode. References to Dolores. No Caleb, the new character. Nothing from that side. The only aspect of the real world we got was Bernard and his hunt, and then here at the end, Maeve waking up in her new host body. With a bit of a side effect to the body. I wonder if, in addition to whatever he put in there to make it so that he could freeze the body's motor functions mechanically, it looks like he did it so he could do it mechanically. Because simply doing it through software doesn't seem smart, since Maeve has already figured out a way to get around that in her other host body. So this looks like it's a mechanical motor function freeze. I wonder if he also put some sort of a booby trap on her brain, right? Because you could think that maybe she would find Dolores, and instead of trying to kill Dolores, say, Dolores, this crazy guy put me in this body that he can control. Can you please make another host body for me and put it in that? Because I just want to leave. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I want to leave you alone, but he's screwed with me. But if he's booby-trapped the brain, then that won't work. Well, it might work, but I mean, it's more dangerous that way. Poor Maeve, man. She's getting jerked around like crazy. And I feel bad for her because she's the best of them, really, if you think about it. Bernard is good. Stubbs is good, except he had just one directive, and he was kind of Ford's guy. Bernard is good, but he's really complicated. Maeve is just straight. I mean, she's just like, just leave me alone. I just want to be left alone. I love that about her. All right. So next episode, I doubt seriously we'll get Maeve contacting Dolores. Maybe we're going to flip back and forth. Maybe we'll have another episode with just Dolores stuff. And then eventually later on in the season, they'll start crossing their paths. Or maybe we'll get both next episode. I don't know. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.